It definitely stung, but we're going to use it as fuel for this week, just honing in on the details that we missed out on at Arkansas to prepare us for the future meets to not make those same mistakes again.
I looked at your beam routine. I couldn't really see what I saw. What did I miss?
Well, you never know what the judges are going to do. We can never blame anything on the judges. At the end of the day, we got to leave them nothing to take because you never know what they're going to do. So, like I said before, honing in on the details that maybe they could have taken them on to make sure that they don't have a chance to take them again.
I was genuinely curious. What did I miss?
I took a hop on my dismount, so a 10th there. There were minor little checks that I would see myself and maybe outsiders might not see because to me, if something's off, I feel it more than what the public might see. So I guess just little things like that.
I felt like it was 9.8 at least, though.
Thank you.
This week, all right, let's talk about hitting the reset button. This week, what are your thoughts on kind of the team kind of coming together, seeing who's now in the lineup and maybe finding that consistency with Chase, obviously, showing that she can be pretty consistent now.
Yeah, well, every Monday we start with a meeting to kind of set the tone for the week. Jay will give his 2 cents, give the preparation that he wants for the week for what we'll have. The team we always talk about it. We always do well, better, how after. So we'll talk about what we did well at the meet. We'll talk about what we can do better and how exactly we're going to do that. So,
would you say everybody is comfortable now in their new roles, the ones that have been inserted?
I wouldn't say that comfortable is the word. I would say confident. We still push each other in the gym. Like nothing's ever guaranteed. So we have that healthy competition going on. Obviously, Kaya, no one can ever really fill the shoes of Kaya Johnson. She's really special inside the gym and outside the gym. So yeah, we're still pushing each other. Not comfortable, but confident.
She's still around.
Oh yeah,
so
yeah. She's still doing Kaya. We still have her leadership role with her voice in the gym. She's still helping everyone out. So.
How much does that help?
A lot. We all lean on Kaya for pretty much anything you could ask for. She's just such a great role model for everybody in the gym. So if I ever feel like I'm struggling with something, I know I can always go to Kaya and she'll have just the right answer for what I need to hear.
The last 2 weeks, it seems like y'all have had some struggles on beam. I guess is it a mental thing, and how do y'all get over that hurdle?
I would say we get over that hurdle in practice, just more pressure situations, kind of putting ourselves in the mindset that we would maybe feel in the competition. Beam's a tough event. I feel like it's all about confidence personally. It's 4 inches wide. There's a lot of room for error, but just the mindset in practice, transferring that over to the competition.
Not that you take things for granted, but like when you see Haley do her vault routine in practice, and I was at practice last week with you and just watching it, it's like as consistent as it comes. Like, do you aspire to get to that kind of automatic execution? Or
yes, that's something we all aspire to be like. Haley's the perfect example. She is the most consistent gymnast you could ask to see. Yeah, it's just all about putting in those numbers to get to that consistency level, because partially I would say it's pretty 50-50 mentally and physically. If you can do it physically, then mentally you're in the right spot to be able to do it physically, if that makes sense.
If I had to guess, one of the silver linings from Friday was the vault. Y'all put up a season high, I guess. How'd that feel?
That was super exciting just to see it all come together, and that's definitely something that we want to see on the other events, because we've all seen each other do the best routines that we can do, so just putting it together in the meet setting is what we're striving for, because the potential is there, so just putting it together for a meet would be obviously ideal, so that's what we're looking for in the future.
Coach said you guys are going to get 2 days off after Arkansas.
We did.
Nice.
Yes.
It's good to have that kind of separation and kind of find yourself again before a long week ahead.
Yeah, it had been a while since we had 2 days consistently off, so I think just hitting that reset button, kind of taking those 2 days to think about the meet. After the meet, it's okay to feel like a little sad about it, I think, but not staying sad for too long. Like, we're using it as fuel, and now we're just gonna, it wasn't even that bad of a meet. We're just gonna build off of that, and yeah, the 2 days just kind of hit the reset button, and now it's Monday, so we're ready to get to work this week.
At this point in the season, how does everybody's body feel?
Well, we're like midway in the season, so a lot of us, we always get in the training room before practice, after practice, just to get that recovery in. Thankfully, we have a great trainer, and she always is on top of us, making sure that we get in the work that we need to do to feel the best that we can when we're in the gym.
Do you change the routine in terms of treatment or, preparation at this point, or is it just keeping it steady help?
Yeah, you change it as necessary, I would say. Our trainer checks in on us daily. I got a text over the weekend, how's your body feeling? And she goes according to that and just kind of sets a plan for the week, and then any bumps in the road or any changes go off according to that.
Are you over the age of Georgia, and that's where you're from, and that's where your parents were athletes and stuff like that? Are you kind of over that now, being a junior, or would you say you have more people with that program than you do other programs, considering that's where you grew up?
Georgia's always a fun one just because of all the ties there. Like you said, having my parents are both student athletes there, but each meet we go into it not thinking about the opponent. It's not about them, it's about us. So yeah, Georgia's a fun one to go into, but once we're out on the competition floor, it's never about the opponent, it's about us.
Would you say you have the most connections, though, obviously with Jay and his history and everybody?
Yeah, well, Jay actually coached my mom, so there's like a lot of different connections. Courtney McCool was the gymnast there, our volunteer coach. So I actually watched her growing up, going to the gym dog meets. So there's just a ton of different web going on there.
It does make it more difficult or more fun, even.
Yeah.
All the girls, because you competed growing up together, regardless of the team.
I try not to think about it. I just go in with the same mindset that I would any other meet.
Anybody else? Y'all are classmates, but Haley's role as she's got to take on this all-around role, especially since Kai's been, and she was doing the all-around before, but performances have matched the level of responsibility she's been asked to take on. Are y'all kind of taking your cues from her overall, would you say, or as someone who's also in the same class as her? How do you look at it?
Yeah. Well, obviously everybody's had to step it up this year, considering what's happened. We've all encouraged each other to speak up and use our voices because we need each other more than ever during these tough times. Haley in particular, what she says holds a lot of weight because not only is she a role model in the gym, she's also a role model out of the gym. So yeah, I know I can go to Haley for advice and she's gonna tell me what I need to hear, so.